Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lord of the Rings Online Landscape Series episode. This is Moog Reaper with Vegward, the Dwarf Champion, looking into Tarlang's Neck, another kind of subdivision of a previous zone we've been in, Blackroot Vale, which is still ahead of us here. To complete here in King's Gondor, we're level 150. We do this completely blind. And Vegward just finished what I think was the shortest zone since Moria in Emyn Falas. We had one quest out there. I don't know if we've ever had a zone with fewer quests. That would be 0. I'm interested to see how quickly this one goes because the last several zones have been fairly short, increasingly short. In fact, it took longer for us to traverse Emyn Falas than it did for us to complete the one quest that we did have, obviously. Completely underdeveloped. But we'll see what they did to kind of carve out Tarlang's Neck here. This all used to be Blackroot Vale, right? But it seems they've kind of carved this out. They've carved this out, and then Morlad, Blackroot Vale, is kind of the Stone of Eric, and kind of up to the hills here, the foothills. So I appreciate everybody for checking out the content tonight. It is still New Year's. We're doing this back to back here. And trying to see how the story is going to progress in these last couple of zones, given that the book quest from Lamadon very quickly told you to go to Dol Amroth, and kind of shuffling you out of King's Gondor, or at least Western King's Gondor, into places we have yet to go. So, interested to go back and see what Dol Amroth is doing, how they fared. They were kind of under a pirate threat when we were there before during the War of the Ring. We actually had to go and parley with a ship's captain there in Dol Amroth, the Swan City. Just kind of checking our periphery here. Gonna see what's what. These deer are aggressive. Let's keep pressing on to the only, what I see is the only settlement here in Tarlang's Neck. We want to make sure we don't traverse the boundary into Blackroot Vale. Yeah, we're definitely going to be hitting that. Although I don't know, maybe we are going to pass through. Here's a quest. Orbidon. That sounds familiar. Well, no, it's Blackroot Vale. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's maybe he has a quest. He is facing this way. What do you got, buddy?
By Lord Dwyn his edict,
no, that's
not to enter the Blackroot Vale without his permission or without dire need.
It's my duty. Okay. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Turned away with my truest apologies. Have you an invitation from the Lord or some suitable course for entrance? Halt! By Lord Dwyn his edict, none are to enter the Blackroot Vale without his permission
why are you
or without dire need.
Why are you repeating this? Please stop.
All others must be turned away with my truest apologies.
Okay. But why?
Have you an invitation from the Lord or some suitable course for entrance? Halt!
Okay. Hey, man. You win, dude. You win, man. You win. You win, dude. Okay.
Halt! By Lord Dwyn his edict, none are to enter the Blackroot Vale without his permission or without dire need. It is my duty to inform you.
What are the chances he only says it once?
Turned away with my truest apologies.
What are the chances?
Have you an invitation from the Lord or some suitable course for entrance?
Okay, he only said it once. I guess, of course, you may enter the Blackroot Vale. Lord Doran here bids a gracious welcome to Galenthar and all of his emissaries from Gondor and the lands beyond. The guard appears to have finally steadied himself. Okay. And even so, I must ask you to speak to the steward of the Vale, Malathalam, in the town of Morlad, seek his permission to remain in the Blackroot Vale. If it does not trouble you, please offer my apologies to the king for delaying you. So that's our vector. That's our vector. Okay. Well. Anything? Bueller? Okay, well, okay, this very quickly turned into a Blackroot Vale stream. Okay, there's no way this is not going up as a video with no quests. So Tarlang's Neck now turned into Blackroot Vale and possibly Tarlang's Crown, but we will see. For Blackroot Vale renewed. Okay, so we have the Stable Master. We have a milestone here. Bind it to Farouk Zahar. I do see somebody there, named person, but no quest. Ruin, Erdis, no quest. Well, let's make our way over to these settlements. We'll hit the roads. We'll hug the roads. I mean, I kind of want to go hit the Stone of Eric one more time. We do have some notes here. Thank you everybody for checking out the content tonight. Yeah, see, the deer need to be kind of like these goats. Right? Super calm. No issues. Hold on, what do you got? Chagan hide. Okay. And all these UI elements. Oh. You know, we're just we're following the wiki here. Tingle Bell, also no quests, but we'll search all the way to the back here. Grabnir, no door, Bowman, Rudon. So I think what's gonna happen is maybe when we get to Morlad, we're gonna get a ton of quests to come back out here. God, but you know, part of me thinks that maybe we're not. Maybe we get to Morlad and it's like no quest send us back out here. Like, what are the chances, right? I don't know. We'll see. Hit the crossroads here. Oh, passing up a node, guys. Chill. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Chill. I'm just passing by. You weren't gonna pick that up anyway, dude. Just passing on. I'm just passing on through, man. Just passing on through. Okay, well, that's some proper civilization here. For the first time in some time. Now, one thing I do remember about Morlad is the fact that they don't let you jump the hill. Like, when you're at the top there, you cannot jump over those fences. Which is extremely annoying beforehand. Back in old Gondor. We've discovered Morlad. We've been here before. I don't know why, again, it does that to us, but the Weedor has...
I never thought to see such happy days as these.
It has been some time.
Hey, a person!
Blackroot Vale, has it not? It is my duty to inform you that the Vale does not allow for travelers without the permission of the Lord or without some suitable cause. Why have you returned?
I see that it's cause enough for me, and I have not forgotten the deeds you've done for the good of the Vale. I will not stand in the way of his duties, my friend. If you wish to speak to someone on the authority of the king, you should talk to Mathalim. You remember him, don't you? He was the steward of the Vale while Lord Dwinhere served in the war. And though Lord Dwinhere has returned, Mathalim has kept his role as steward and advised whether the Lord and Lady remain in grieving for their sons. Your business should demand an audience with the Lord and Lady, so be it. For all other matters, I would not have you trouble him. It's good to see you again, Vegward. Okay. You as well? I forget, was this guy like good, bad before? I forget.
I must admit that I did not expect you to return to the Blackroot Vale so soon. You are, of course, welcome to remain here as long as you wish.
Lord Dwayne here has matters of. This is the guy who had the twins who helped us kill the. They were hell bent on defeating the Mumaks, the Oliphants. As matters of his own intent to, but I have authority to grant you his permission. I must ask though, what business have you here? You must pardon my candor, but perhaps it is best that you have come in King's stead. The Vale mourns, and though it may indeed be a new time of peace, the people have found little of it.
Much has changed since you last visited the Vale, my friend. The war exacted a heavy toll upon us, and many of our bowmen did not return from their journey to Minas Tirith.
Morlad has borne the greatest loss in the Vale, with many of its sons being slain in the war in it, and in especial the Lord's sons, Dwelin and Dwerfin. Yep, they were beloved among the people of Morlad, and it is a great sorrow that neither of them will be heir to the lordship of the Vale. Between the news of the King Elisar would not come to the Vale, and of the baseless rumors that Lord Dwayne slew an emissary of the Haradrim in Minas Tirith, the people of Morlad believe that the Blackroot Vale has come down to a place of disrepute, which of low-born criminals are not worthy of the king's attention. Such a thing cannot be true, of course. After all, King Elisar was swift to pardon the Lord when the true culprit was identified, but alas, voices carried through Minas Tirith and out into Gondor. And that is another matter, though. If you have come on behalf of the king, then let us continue our work. It is true that you are an emissary of the king, Elisar, but more importantly, you are held in high regard among many people in the Vale. Your presence could do much to ease their misgivings in the aftermath of the war. I would ask that you travel to the hamlets of Alagrant, Sardol, and Lancrath to deliver word of King Elisar's gratitude to their people. Oh, and Tinglebell. It has been rebuilt since you last were there in the Vale, and its people would be pleased to see you again. May you find good fortune in your errand, Vegward, and let's hope the peace is closer than it seems. So we get a vector and other vectors. I don't want to go inside here, just see what's what. Got anything cool in here, buddy? Anything you hiding? Nothing. You hiding nothing. Okay.
Might I trouble you with a more private matter, my friend? One of my bowmen, Agnir, has taken an unexpected leave of his duties here in Morlad.
It does not like him, at least not as he was before he set off the war with Lord Dwayne here, but now, it pains me to say it, I can scarcely recognize him. Before he left, you can contest that he was one of Lord Dwayne's most skilled bowmen, only equaled by the Lord himself and his two sons. When Agnir returned, I saw in his eyes a sorrow not unlike that of Lord Dwayne here and Lady Ruthven, but I do not know why it has taken a hold of him. I've asked him, but he will not answer, and now he has gone so far as to leave Morlad. Do not misunderstand, my friend. I would not see him punished, but I worry for him, and I worry that he may not return to us at all. When I have heard Agnir was last seen traveling southward or Alagrant, we seek him out and ask him to come to Morlad. So we do, we get a little bit of depth here. One thing I do think I haven't addressed enough here is that I do appreciate the kind of, the toll that they're trying to express that has been taken on the people of Gondor and the things they've had to give up and the recovery effort, not just in the structures, but in people, right? In trying to recover what can't be recovered, right? The lost lives and the sons and the bloodlines, right? Very much fitting in with Tolkien's work, I think, and the hereditary connections. So, and as expected, I do get the breadcrumbs out. We're gonna go take care of these two so that all of our focus then is now on the western half of Blackroot Vale. Again, I appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. I mentioned earlier this was a Tarling's Neck video, but the landscape combined, we don't have any quests out in Tarling's Neck. I imagine some of these quests might in Lancrath might kind of push us in that direction, but we had to get them in Blackroot Vale, so this is a Blackroot Vale stream. So, and it will be combined as such on YouTube. Welcome everybody who's checking it out. All right, we get in here, and we've got, looks like 2 quests. Grabnir, talk to me, Goose.
Hail! What business do you have in Tinglebell? Has the Lord sent you to check on our progress?
From Drabnir that you have come on behalf of the King Elisar to deliver a message to the people of Tinglebell. Drabnir summons the other inhabitants of Tinglebell over to you and gestures for you to speak. You offer sincere gratitude to the people of Tinglebell. They appear somewhat hardened by your words. You make certain to mention that the hardships of Tinglebell in particular endured during the War of the Ring have not been forgotten by Gondor, and that King Elisar mourns those who were slain by the orcs in the White Mountains. After you finish speaking, the crowd murmurs in assent and disperses. I know for my part that many here will appreciate the king's words. You see, I lived in Tinglebell before the war. It was a great pain upon my heart to learn what became of it while I served with Lord Dwyn here in the defense of Minas Tirith. I know firsthand what battles were fought and what sacrifices we made during the war, and I know what the role King Elisar played in securing his newfound peace for Gondor. I was there, Vegward. Many of these folk were not. It is important that they know that Gondor remembers them and that the king's words in their best interest. So again, this is the part of, I think, King's Gondor that is resonating the strongest. I just wish they told a broader story.
I'm told that Lord Dwyn here has ordered some of his men to remain in Tinglebell lest the orcs return. To that end, I've just finished crafting another batch of arrows, and it would be a great help if you could deliver them to the bowmen here in Tinglebell.
I don't believe that the orcs will return that Tinglebell is rebuilt, and so will defend it. But if they do, we'll be prepared. I will not lose my home a second time. Take as many as you can carry from the barrel and bring them to the bowman. Gotcha, buddy. All right, how many? Oh, he's got a second quest. Hold on.
Oh, might I ask one more thing of you?
My apprentice Rudon is due to deliver a new supply of iron ore to my forge, but he's been gone a little bit longer than I would have expected. He's probably just talking to one of the miners again. There's a lot of work to be done today, and I could use another pair of hands. So he's back off this way. So we saw him earlier when we skated through here. All right, Rudon, are you stuck, buddy? Do you need me to? Do I need to clean this up? Is that what it is? You spilled all the ore, didn't you, buddy?
Please, I beg you, do not tell him about this. I will sort this out. I swear it.
Okay, and now he sent someone to check on me. Master Borodan is going to have my head for this. He tasked me with delivering supply of unrefined ore to the forges, but if I don't get this cart righted, it's going to cause a lot of trouble. Would you help me deliver this ore to Master Borodan? It was also supposed to help clean up the loose ore strewn about the village before when the orcs took Tinglebell, but now it seems I have no time for that. So we have some honeydews to do. Again, as the people's champ, we step in wherever needed. Not sure. I mean, maybe you want to clean the rest of that up? Maybe you want to clean all that up? I don't know. Kind of got some flashbacks to the Iron Hills here. Whenever I see these tracks, it always reminds me of, because the asset reminds me of the Redhorn Loads in Moria. Here's 6. Here's 7. And there's the last one is up top. So, Happy New Year, Dokhvor. I hope you're doing great. Happy New Year to you. I do hope you're doing wonderful on this new year. Hope whatever goals you've set come quick. You achieve them. They're fulfilling. Okay.
As much as I appreciate your assistance, I do not recall taking you on as my apprentice.
Good voice acting here. What has Rudon done now? When I was an apprentice, I did the very same thing, and it was years before I heard at the end of it. It would take time for careful hands, but Rudon will make a fine blacksmith. Since he's still preoccupied with that cart, I could use your help moving one last crate of ingots over the wagon at the western end of the village. Those crates are awfully heavy, and I've already moved more than my fair share. So, do you think I have to get off the horse? I do, probably, right? I do. Look at that. Look at that. I appreciate this. Look, they don't realize it, though. Look, Pie Runner 2020-2024. That's us. They didn't know they were giving it to a guy who's carried pies across all of the Shire and back. I am he. I am the one. Is it to this cart? Is that the cart? That's the cart, right? Like, hold on. To the wagon. There we go. Task is done. Hey, buddy. Got your arrows. Gotcha. 5. Yeah, the dwarf in me can't hop this apparently. What is it with Blackroot Vale and not being able to hop fences? 7 and then 8's across the way. Some lighting issues here, flashing in and out. I like their attire though. All right, let's talk to our boy. You're welcome.
Very good, my friend. Lhingroth and its people were very kind to us when Tinkerbell fell. And I will never forget that. But my place is here, at my home and at my forge.
I said this in a previous episode on Lamadon, but I do appreciate how much of this side quest stuff they voice
I don't
acted.
think my back could have withstood another one of those crates. I'm not the young man I once was, after all.
Well, let's just say the path of becoming a journeyman can be long and a winding one. Give my thanks and do offer my grudge to the King Elisar. Nice. Durin's Bane in Azanulbazar? Are you doing the Azanulbazar raid? Is that the one you're doing right now, Dotho? I'm trying to figure out make sure that's what you're referencing. Man, next time before you guys roll out on that stuff, throw me a Discord message so I can maybe plan to do, because I really do need to get those raids up. I'm so backlogged on raids. 75% of the quests in my log are raids. But at this rate, it's looking like that might be some stuff I do like after I complete all the landscape zones. I have no clue. Oh, blessings be upon us. A rich note. Sure thing. Yeah, no, you guys let me know. And I appreciate the subscription from both you and Hoysel. I did sincerely. Okay, so we're here. I'm into the back here, and sure enough, these guys have quests. So, husband.
What an unexpected return. What business brings you to Lhingroth?
Inform husband that you have come on behalf of King Elisar to deliver a message to the people of Lhingroth. Orbit calls for the inhabitants of Lhingroth, and they gather about you as you begin to speak. You offer sincere gratitude to the people of Lhingroth. And while some appear to be heartened by your words, a few others seem dismissive of your presence in Blackroot Vale. You apologize on behalf of King Elisar for the hardships the Lhingroth endured during the war, including accepting the refugees of Tinglebell after it was sacked by the orcs of the White Mountains. To mention of Tinglebell, a few in the crowd grumble and protest. After you finish your remarks, the crowd disperses. I'm afraid gratitude alone is little comfort to those who have lost their sons in the war. Not to mention you have forgotten another matter entirely, that of the sleepless dead. When the king summoned them, they followed him past Lhingroth. Do you have any idea how scared our children were? How heavy the dread laid upon the hearts of our elders? No, short of banishing the last of the dead, there is little else that troubles us here now that the war has ended. If that authority is King Elisar's alone, they ask why he has not used it for the good of his people. Forgiveness or no, what further use could the dead men have to Gondor? They endanger us by their very presence, so I must believe that the King Elisar deems our lives a worthy cost. Forgive me, Vegward, I apologize for my harsh manner, but you must understand that not all of it is well simply because Gondor has won the war. As always, you're welcome in Lhingroth, but King Elisar has much still to prove to us. So again, a little bit more depth to the story. I appreciate it.
Randy set off for the hill of Eric with 2 young boys named Thendor and Glamion. Would you go find them? Such a dare could lead them into grave danger.
Oh, I'm definitely going to go back to the Stone of Eric. I don't see if any of these other guys have any quests. So we will go up to the stone. Let's do it. So yeah, it's interesting to me that they didn't just make this all Blackroot Vale when this area has no quests in it. But the game subdivides it, and therefore the wiki counts it as an additional zone. Tarling's Neck and Tarling's Crown. So it's rather strange. Glamion and Hendor.
Andy said she wasn't going to come back until she touched the stone. It's been a long time.
Oh, definitely hit me up on that one, Dotho. Okay, I was going to go with Randus, but then Thendor got scared, so I didn't want to leave him alone. Randus said she wasn't going to come back until she touched the stone, but it's been a long time. Okay, I'm take back to Lhingroth, and you'll find Randus if you say so.
The Rondis wouldn't listen. I don't want to do the dare anymore. I want to go home.
Hey, you guys go home. I'll catch Randus. We'll kill some of these dead people too. There's also a different entrance to the hill. The hill was accessed via a different path before. It was like up here. Very strange. They decided to redo this. See what we're gonna see here.
But I was so close. I only stopped because I heard those voices. Did you hear them too?
I can't go yet. I've got to. Okay, well we're gonna food up real quick and actually beat up on these guys. Oh, it's some combat finally. I got you, buddy. The LOTRO lag. Okay. Oh, that's a big hit. Foolish girl. You're the foolish one. But that was not a big hit at all.
Are they gone?
They are indeed.
Well, I'm ought to get home. Just don't tell Gondor and Glamian about this, okay?
Funny voice acting.
Oh, I've just got to do something first.
He's gonna carve on it?
See? I told them I'd touch it.
Oh, he's gonna get cursed or something. All right, back to Lhingroth. Wonder if we'll get any more quests here. Grab the ore here. I like the music. I appreciate the updates. It looked like they did actually update the terrain as well. Visual upgrades, so it looks good. Just I mean, that's just the vibe I got that they upgraded it. Some of these assets look new. Okay. Oh, a bounty. Here we go. Like a deer carcass. Pair of elder wolves. Dokhvor and Húlthak. Okay, so he wants the pelts. Okay. I remember there were bounties before. I think that there were bounties over here at Alagrant.
We still tell tales of the Shadow Men because there is truth to them. But too often the children think they are just that, stories. I am just grateful that you were there to protect her.
Now that she is safe, I hope Brandis will take this lesson to heart. The other children look up to her after all. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. Let's go find these wolves. Are they roaming? No fucking way. Hold on. Okay. Oh, collect a deer carcass. My bad. One of these hind. Now I'm not gonna be finding any one of these deer, right? They're gonna nowhere to be finding except for this guy. Found you. Don't get the stun. Don't get the stun. Thank you. And they're up here in the foothills. Oh, pop in on the node here. Another node. So they're deep in the cut. Okay. So what bugged me is this. This bugs me here. Bring it back to the... I have 1 point here. I guess I could take Ebbing Ire, reduces the threat. Or I could take this. Which honestly... like I can't even use it in the one I want to use it in. Guess I'll just use it in that, right? Oh, cozy zones. Okay, wolves at the neck. We got a discovery quest here. Defeat wolves in Eryn Asgath. Wolves at the neck. I guess technically this was a Tarling's neck one. Oh, that's good. I'd appreciate that. And let's see here. Get all these wolves. I don't see them. Oh, there. We'll set it up there and delete the named ones. Go. Just easy delete. Holy shit, hey, a person! One of our friends, one of our kinmates! Let's see, what is he doing out here? Nice. Alright, let's grab the wolves here. Maybe they'll count for 2. Hey. Oh. Doesn't delete the corpse when you set it down. This is a beefy they did count for 2 wolves. Oh god. They were beefy mobs. Okay. I guess technically that was a Tarling's Neck quest. We'll turn this in. Strawberries. We'll press on. And then we'll push west. See if we got any we did. We got one of our boxes here. Another 50 ancient script.
I had a feeling you might be the one to fulfill that bounty, my friend. Blackroot Vale has no shortage of hunters, but there is far easier prey than wolves, and prey that is of greater use to our people and to our stomachs.
Even so, you have done us a great service, and I think we shall all sleep more soundly knowing that Dokhvor and Húlthak are no longer lurk just beyond the sight. For lanterns in the night, you have my thanks. Okay. Let's shoot over to Morlad with the horse, just to cut down on some travel time.
War is now behind us, and Gondor rejoices.
And I do want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. I think so. Run over here real quick. Nothing.
I greet you, friend.
No reforging. Yet again, commending that. Giving them commendation for including all those services, even in towns where, you know, I'm surprised we saw a player out here. So surprised. But hey, you know, we're in that last stretch of levels. People here are like 142 in this zone. This is the level range for it. So, you know, if they're on that back level curve, this is where they're at, right? Before they get to the Umbar content. It's been raining like almost the entire time we've been here, it feels like. Grab this bad boy, but we're gonna down the bear first because it's gonna get weird. for ore. Man, it's weird not seeing that level bar go up. Okay, you discovered Alagrant. You know, sign of Ignir among the hunters. We'll go ahead and replace Dinadab. And talk to Kalinin. Vale Left Behind.
Back to Alagrant, my friend. To what do I owe this visit?
You inform Kalinin that you have come on behalf of the King Elisar to deliver a message of the people of Alagrant. Kalinin calls over the other inhabitants of Alagrant and steps back to allow you to speak. You offer sincere gratitude to the people of Alagrant. Few among them your heart into your words. Okay, same kind of story. Appreciate your words, my friend, and I think many of the Vale find them a comfort. However, whether the king visits us or not is not of terrible concern to the many of us here in Alagrant. Although we are all thankful that the terrible wars ended, it is no secret that we were sheltered from the worst of its horrors. We are simple hunters. After all, if King Elisar wants or wishes to offer his gratitude to us, though, I would not refuse it. Perhaps he can visit Alagrant himself when he next wishes to see Blackroot Vale.
Ignir, you say? Yes, a man by that name did pass through the other day, but he left not long after he arrived. Why don't you ask Sarnir if he knows where he's gone?
Okay. I'm going to try to talk to him. Seems a bit one-sided, but I hear Ignir answer him on a few occasions. Okay. Let's grab this quest from Dirian. I think he might remember us, right?
Draug has lost his favorite toy somewhere in the woods, and try as I may, I haven't been able to find it.
Okay.
Draug could likely find it himself, but there are traps about, and I would not risk him stepping into one of them.
Didn't we set those traps last time?
Blue because it is blue, and well, you'll understand.
Didn't we set those traps ourselves, right? We did that last time we were here. Also, blue toy named Blue. Nice. Hey, buddy, talk to us.
Ah, yes, Ignir was here for a brief time. He told me he had a matter to attend to in the woods just outside Alagrant, but he would not say more of it. I must confess, I spied him carving something into one of the trees just to the west.
Hey, Jane, I interrupted him and made my way back to Alagrant before his work was finished. This was Ignir when he returned. He said that he was going to meet someone. I can remember the name of the man he mentioned. It was started with an L. What was it? But what was it? I haven't been back to see his handiwork in the woods, so why don't you find out what he was carving? Meantime, I'll try to remember that man's name. What do you think it is? Starts with an L. Starts with an L. Starts with an L. No sign of Blue. Trap is empty. No sign of Blue. Okay, defaced carving. The carving has been defaced by slashes. It clearly reads E plus D. E plus D. Got a trap over here. Nothing. Nothing. Morthond bear. I don't have any of the toys. A sign of Blue. Okay, well, what do you want me to click on here? I don't see any other traps for this one. Don't tell me it's the one furthest away, please. If I would have clicked this one first, would it have been that was the last one? But I don't see the trap. Maybe it's up here? Is it you? Like, do I kill you? In the woods around Alagrant. Guys, you see how I'm like, I'm on top of the... Is it behind this tree back here? Is it just like really far outside the circle? Is this quest bugged? You notice how nothing's triggering, right? Like... grab this. Milestone. I think this quest might be bugged. Yeah, like this. Oh, I just have to discover it. Are you kidding me? All made of likeness of the man of the mountain. The men of the mountain, I'm sorry. Hey, bounties. Okay. Cool. Back to me. In this one. Get this bounty. The Many-legged. Okay. After the bounty on a spider of Blackroot Vale known as Kurzglok. Described as a terrifying great spider and devourer of its own kind. Lurking in the caverns of Lhingroth. And it invites any who claim to have slain Kurzglok to speak with Meloril in the hamlet of Sardal. Okay. And then you don't have... Oh, we already got that one. Okay. Interesting.
Defaced? Perhaps I was mistaken. Maybe it was carved some time ago then by another's hand or even Egnir's own.
Oh, maybe he's a lover. It's a lover.
It seems to me a sort of lover's mark.
Ah, yes.
I say some sorrow must lay heavy upon Egnir's heart. For what other reason would he travel so far from Morlad to try to rid himself of it?
Interesting.
I finally recalled the name of that man Egnir meant to meet. Ludir. I believe he's one of the Lord's archers, but I couldn't say where to find him. Who sent you here again? Widor, was it? You ought to ask him then.
I know him to be one of the Lord's finest captains in Morlad, as he will surely know better than I do hope you can find Ignir, my friend. Seems the sorrows have taken hold of him. I know all too well how difficult that embrace can be to break. Okay. Got the dog's toy. Here you go. You're welcome.
Oh, wonderful! Look how happy Draug is. I must admit, I'd begun to worry that Blue was lost for good. I could have sewn another, of course, but it never would have been quite the same. And besides, Draug would have figured it out.
Cannot thank you enough. Hey, buddy, you're welcome. I'm the people's champ. All right, let's go down here. We'll handle the Lost Ranger here in a little bit. We're going to hop across here. Never mind. Apparently it's too deep. There we go. The ore here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab the... Well, I don't know. We may get a quest to go out into the Spider Vale. Maybe we should go down to the town first, yeah? Let's pull this over here. All right, let's keep proceeding down here. And we're in. Okay. Stable Master, I need you.
I never thought to see the days of peace come again.
Can't dodge these wolves. All right, Melon.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you in quite some time. I'll have to tell Sarnir that you're back. What brings you to Sardal?
I already talked to Sarnir. Before Melanie, have come on behalf of the King Elisar, blah, blah, blah. She gathers everybody around. Okay. And, yeah, they whisper to each other. They finish, and they offer our thanks. Okay, I had no idea you'd become an emissary for King Elisar, my friend. What an honor. It is good to know that the king has not forgotten us. That he was thoughtful enough to send someone who was a great help to us during the war. Like many others in the Vale. Plus some of our other young men in the war, for they were among Lord Dwinir's company when he marched to Minas Tirith. Your words have soothed some of our hurts, but only time can heal what remains. I would not lay such things at your feet or those of the king. It is the enemies of Gondor who slew our bowmen, and the king has made captain that many of them have been repaid. I must warn you, though, There are still some unsavory folk lurking along the road through Tarling's Crown, but it's not like it was. It's not like it was not like when that so-called heir of Casimir, as Ruthor, first set his encampment upon it. It's good to see you again. Okay. I don't need a campfire. Please don't. There we go.
Why don't you talk to Bregon and see what you can make of his claims? He says he was run out of Tarlong's Crown by corsairs.
Okay. Dr. Brigorn at Sardal. He seems rough sworn by his own admission. He was a freebooter during the war. Says he was run out of Tarling's Crown. Why would they linger there, eking out the meager life of a highwayman when they could surely find better fortunes elsewhere? Is Umbar in such a poor state that it seems the wiser choice? I do not know for certain, but from what I have heard, there's something afoot across the Bay of Belfalas. Why don't you talk to Bergen and see what you make of his claims? Okay. This guy's also got a quest over here. We've got a couple of quests here.
Oh there! I remember the last time you were here. All that nasty business with spiders and the dead.
But that is in the past, and now that we have... Okay, that's a really good voice actor. We have welcomed some of our proud bowmen back to Sardal, and we wish more of them had made it home from the war. There's joy still to be found, though, and one of mine is delicious mushroom stew that my neighbor Garthwin makes every so often. Garthwin's a brilliant cook, but she's far too modest to say as much. For his stew, she used a mushroom native to the Blackroot Vale that we call a silken cap on account of the pale hue. The trouble is that the silken caps only grow in a few places, but they are most plentiful in Lhingroth. Well, you told me about the spiders, buddy. I'm gonna go handle the spiders.
You're the king's emissary, aren't you? Oh, I've done it now. It's like I told Amathon. There's a bunch of corsairs making trouble in Tarlong's Crown and snooping about at that old camp.
Okay, I guess it is true that I was something of a freebooter during the war, but I've learned my lesson. I swear it. As for the corsairs, I don't know what they're up to. They can't be good. Go on and see for yourself if you don't believe me. So there's seems like a vector into Tarlangs. We've still got some things to do here in old Blackroot. So Tarlangs might actually be separate from Blackroot, unlike Tarling's Crown, I'm sorry. It's interesting they use, see that text there they use versus this here? Can I get there? I forgot how we did this before. Didn't we have to come down and about, down and around or something like that? Yeah. Go up and around here. Come on now. Come on, Unbroken Spirit. You got it. There you go. There you go. Okay. Grab this guy. Man, we're gonna have a ton of ore. Keep pressing on. Grab the ore here. And Lhingroth. We're in. After we get the whether there should be some spiders outside here. Maybe not. Inside we go. Too many legs in Lhingroth. Okay, vector discovery quest. Good deal. Get everything here. Oh. Delete this guy. Oh, why? Oh, I mean, letters, not numbers, guys. Jesus. Okay, well, everybody come here. Everybody come here. All right, grab the silken cap. Cleared out some room here. Everybody come here. Everybody come here. We got to go down to the bottom anyway to get the named one, so. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's up top. I don't know. All right, we got the 12, 14 spiders. And I think our named one, somebody there. Ruthless Hunter. Actually, hold on. Some new stuff here. This keeper. What are y'all doing here? Is this new? Oh, got the stun off. Open camp. Nothing, just an altar for worship. Okay. See? Oh, the spider's not that way. Silken cap. There's no last silken cap, and then we go the top webbing. Everybody come here. Wrong Gale. And we grab the tall webbing. Okay. Ooh. Okay, you're big. We'll fight. That poison. Get stunned. Yell. And delete them. Nice. Right. We bounce out. To Sardal, which I don't think we tagged. Grethlin here. Pillar here. Yeah. The Heir's Legacy. So, how'd I miss that up top? Damn. The pop in got me. Turn these in. Head back to Morlad. That might be Blackroot Vale because I know that other quest is sending us into Tarlangs, unless we get another explosion of quests.
I absolutely did not ask for these. But you say the bounty demanded them as proof? Nonsense. One of the other hunters must be playing a prank on me again. Well, we'll see who's laughing when I find out who it was.
Nevertheless, I would have taken you a word, friend, and so long as Kurzglok won't trouble us any longer, that is enough for me. You have my thanks. Nice. Okay. And then I got you your mushrooms.
Oh, you have them. Thank you. That ought to be enough to make a few pots of stew, at least.
Venison is pleasant enough, I'll admit, but I prefer a bit of variety in my meals. You understand, don't you? There truly is nothing quite like these silken caps. Here, Vegward, I actually have a little left over. Nice. Now, can we actually find Garthwin? Is she here? Are you just making... Oh, she's right over here. Okay. You don't want to talk to us or nothing either. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. And before we head back up to Morlad, let's go ahead and make sure we haven't missed anything here. I think we are going to go ahead and finish Tarlang's neck. I just... They put anything in it, or Tarlang's crown. They didn't put anything in Tarlang's neck. And I do see a ring off to the river here. I remember this one had us fishing last time. I wonder what this one's going to have us do. We're going to finish off. We're going to follow this Heir's Legacy breadcrumb and see what's what there.
It's been some time, my friend. I, for one, have not forgotten how you helped the people of the Blackroot Vale. If it were not for you, we might still be troubled by those terrible water spirits, and worse yet, we might still be beset by the Corsairs and that so-called heir of Customere.
Who took up in Tarlang's crown, and now I hear tell that you've become one of King Elisar's emissaries after serving in the war. It is an honor and one well deserved, no matter what some others in the Vale might think of the new King of Gondor. A fine honor indeed. Right, there isn't much trouble about it, Sardal. It's not like there was during the war. I've heard some of the Corsairs, some deserters have made their way to Tarlang's crown, but it'll come to nothing, I think. It may not be much, but I could use a little help today. If you could spare the time in the course of your errands for the King Elisar, would you check the nets near the pier for fish and bring me whatever you find? I've been coming up with small fish all day, so I don't know what to let the big one swim by while I'm not paying attention. I think we did something similar last time, or we got barrels, I think, along the shoreline. Ah, the infamous shitty nets. Oh, we literally don't have to click 5 and we're good? Okay. Okay. Well.
I don't have anything else to ask of you.
Oh, we're gonna
Would
fish
you
again.
stay and fish with me
Sweet.
for a time?
Hell yeah,
The
man.
nets work well enough, of course, but I find that taking the time to fish can ease my mind.
I like the voice actor here.
There's just something right about it, I think.
And to be honest, I would welcome the company. All of these bowmen back from the war, and it seems not one of them is a fisherman. He laughs to himself, but it seems half-hearted. What do you say, my friend? Nice. I am always up for fishing. Let's go ahead and throw our reel on. Let's cast our line and wait for those fish. I like that. 2 quests now in King's Gondor have had you fish. Want to reel this one in? Go. Which one? What do we get? We get a Morthond pike and a quest item. Hold on. We got a quest item, guys. Or life along the Morthond. Oh, it's for this quest. I thought I was going to start a new quest. It'd be nice if they let us customize our bobbers. There we go. And one more. Be a good view of Gondor there. And let's see if we can catch this last one quick here. There we go. Boom. All right, buddy.
3 pike is a fine bounty, I'd say. Very good. Thank you for taking the time to fish with me, my friend. It's been too long since I last had company on the pier.
Our time together has done much to raise my spirits, and I know that you have many other errands upon which to spend your time, so I appreciate all the more, my friend. If you ever find yourself back in Sardal, you're always welcome to fish the Morthond with me. Beautiful. Look, I've said this earlier, but I appreciate that they've spent so much time voice acting these side quests because there's so few of them, honestly, and I think it shows that where they had to cut corners and other, maybe due to development crunch, they took the time to add a little bit of flair that they don't normally add. And we remind you, most of the side quests do not have that much voice acting. And then we'll go ahead and grab this iridescent node here as we head down into Tarling's Crown. Go ahead and grab this one here. So this guy is not going to yell at us, I think, like the other guy was, or Chalian. Little watchman. Right, Tarling's Crown. Again, we're counting Tarling's Neck, Tarling's Crown, Blackroot Vale, all the same. So we're doing a 3-banger here. Not initially planned that way, but there's so little content in each of these kind of tangential zones here. I'm surprised that they separated them into different areas. I wonder why they did that. I wonder if it was a mechanical reason for why they did that. I also went back and checked. I think we missed some quests in Ringlow Vale. That little camp I pointed to right before we left, I really think there were some... I think there were maybe 1 or 2 quests there. You notice the damaged and moldering barricade left behind from Azrithor's campaign. Azrithor, of course, the kind of false heir to Castamere. Of course, have abandoned this barricade, perhaps lacking the men to hold it. While they rode deeper into Tarling's Crown. Some discovery quests, Plunderers Crown, exploring the ruined remnants. You've encountered a company of corsairs, a small number of Gondorian freebooters. Whatever the cost of a trader's turn, be they sympathetic to the cause of theirs, Castamere, simply unkindly fortune seekers. These freebooters seem content to align themselves with forces of Moonbar. There's a kill quest here, and collect the stolen goods that they've taken from the traders. Okay, abandoned encampment. Seems the company, of course, is taken up in what remains of Azrithor's encampment. Oh, they're deep in here. Okay. It's interesting that they didn't... I mean, I don't see any Corsairs there. Is there a little... Oh, is it a camp there? I forgot. Okay. All right, well. Let's set them right. Break them apart. Azrithor's Rue. Oh, they're gray. Hey. Sorry, we didn't see anybody. Dwarven freebooters, huh? I think these are kind of the same models they used last time, though. If I remember correctly. Actually, no, this was an elite area last time. This was actually pretty difficult. We had to get some help, I believe. Stolen goods. Are they dropping stolen goods? Oh, they are. No, they're not. Grab this. Grab that. So we need 12 of these stolen goods. This is a series of camps here. I think we're good. And sweep here. We'll zoom across. I don't know why that second hit. A little input lag there. Well, we're just gonna we're gonna get these guys all up in every second. Oh, come on, why didn't that work? There we go. I thought they were gonna go. Run into these assets. There we go. Right. To make sure we get everybody here. The yell off. Stun. Take this guy out. And we got the kill quest. Artifact chest, I don't need that. These things, though. Quite a few of those things. Yeah, we'll get the rest of them here. Azrithor's tent. Oh, they took up in his old tent, too. Get the rest of these real quick. 9, 10. 11. We'll get 12 behind us. And we'll go into the tent. You think somebody's taken up in his spot? Some pretender? Back to Sardal. Maybe we can delete this guy. The yell off. Get the sweep. There we go. So, I don't see any. But here. Find nothing of a note as this tent has been pillaged and left in ruin. So back to Sardal. We shirk our condition there. We'll run up. So yeah, it's just not worth, you know, separating this into 3 episodes with this little content. And technically this was Blackroot Vale before, right? So all right. Back to Sardal. These two go to Mathian, I think. Yep. So thievery on the thorough. Fair.
It will likely be difficult to return these to their rightful owners, but I will speak with our most frequent traders and see what I can find out.
Many travelers passed through Tarling Crown before the heirs of Castamere erected their blockade, so these goods could have begun their journey far from the havens of Belfast. That said, I will try my very best to sort this matter out. And borrowing 8th lesson. I'm finally getting new health potions.
What did you find out, my friend? Was there any truth to Bregon's claims?
Let's hope that this is the case, my friend. I don't have very much of note. remained after the heirs of Casimir were routed, but part of me still feared there could be some new conspiracy afoot. It is reassuring to know my fears were well founded. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad that the king thought to send you on his behalf. Okay. Anything else here? Arthur, you got anything? He was talking about your food earlier. Rhaegon's got nothing. He's probably exhausted. Well, go ahead and head back up to Morlad. Let's actually set our milestone here. We'll replace Alagrant. That weird thing we clicked on ourselves. So, both in Morlad? Okay.
Gondor has a king again.
Morlad, where you at? There you are. Oh, fast travel. Get there. And let's see what we can find out here. How these stories are developing. Egnir seems really distraught. Ludor.
Ludir? What business could Egnir have with him? Ludir patrols the northern road that leads to Fennas Dûr, to the pass of the dead. I do not like this at all, my friend. Seek out Ludir and see if Egnir is still with him.
After the king pardoned the better heart of their kind, we thought the dead would not trouble us any longer. How wrong we were. Ludir's even had to shorten his patrols of late, since the ruthless dead now dare to drift further from the darkness of the haunted mountain. Why would Egnir want to go there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We did all the message sharing.
What had the folk of Alagrant, Tinkerbell, Sardul and Lungcraft to say of King Elisar's gratitude? I hope they were a more welcoming sort than you encountered here in Morlad.
Tell Malcolm the inhabitants of Blackroot Vale were largely accepting of King Elisar's gratitude, but that the people of Landcraft in particular have taken issue with the choices of King Elisar. I say, I commend you for taking on such a task, my friend. It is a difficult thing to stand before people and speak on behalf of another, knowing that words alone will not satisfy them. Always there are questions you cannot answer, fears you wish you could comfort, and promises that you cannot make. Knowing you may not fulfill them. As Spirit of the Vale, I am no stranger to being put in such a position, but for one to speak with the voice of King, it carries even greater expectations. You know, envy you, it shall be some time before Lord Durin here is able to return to his duties, Vegward. In the meantime, I shall try to best serve in his stead. Okay. I do want to go see if we can actually go into their home. We're going to have to head up to the Paths of the Dead here. But I want to see this home up here. See if they got Lord Durin here's home. Yeah. I want to see if we can get up there. Oh, wrong way. I want to see if they put him inside here and we can actually talk to him. Or if it's going to be like the last thing we do here in the settlement. Oh, they're outside. Okay. And they won't say a damn word to us. Okay. Landiak. Interesting. Okay, well. Down we go. Do we hop the wall? Nope. Well, up to the Paths of the Dead we go. I wonder if we have to go inside. Ah. No shortcuts here in Morlad. I don't know why they put the invisible wall so high there. Yeah, we got a couple of things here. Cool. Got I'll take the vitality one to have it. And then cooking materials. And then Shigani vegetables. It'll help us level up our cooking faster. What do you think we're going to find out here? What do you think Egnir's connection to all this is? That new year, yes indeed, yes indeed. Hope you're doing good, Scoopers. Okay, Ludhir is here.
Hail! Take care, traveler, for the road ahead is treacherous. Turn back or... Oh, wait a moment, I remember you. You were the one who came through the pass of the dead.
What can I do for you? Yes, I have seen Egnir, but he is unwell. He's up the road towards Fennas Dûr, and he's been loosing arrows at the ruthless dead for hours. I don't know what has gotten into him, but he must carry some terrible burden in his heart. I have heard him call out to them, taunt them, scream at them until his voice was hoarse, and still he continued, as if he labored in service of some unknowable quest. He must have seen something during the war with the dead, maybe a Pelargir or something. It will tire of him sooner or later, and I would not see him throw away his life. Now, after you survived the war, he would not listen to me when I told him to return to Morlad. Perhaps he'll listen to you. Okay, so he's up the road. Just got home. Nice. You had a good time. Hope you had a good time. Alright. Egnir, it's over, buddy. A bitter gaze fixed upon the ruthless dead.
Widor is a wise man, but grief does not make a good bedfellow of wisdom. That is the very reason why I left. When my grief turned to anger, I found my own hand destroying something dear to me. Something irreplaceable. I stopped myself before it was too late, but even so, I could not shake the anger in my heart.
Okay, in my journey back from the war, I learned that not all of the dead heeded the summons of the King Elisar, and those that wretched spirits still haunted the Vale, and so I turned my anger upon them, hoping beyond hope that I find some reprieve from my grief. Thus I have not. I've vanquished dozens of these ruthless dead, but always they return, and I feel no better for it, and now my anger is all but burned out. It is curious, though. Each time I slay one of them, they leave behind a pile of glimmering dust. Yet their essence always seems to fade away to naught after a time, and then they are again reborn into restless dead. Sorry. Have you ever seen such a thing? If you were to gather some of it, I can show you. Okay, fair. 12, Jesus Christ. Okay. Will they drop some too? That'd be good. Nice. Sorry. Defeat them. Done. Nice little discovery quest. Thank you. Take it. These guys ranged or... Okay, you're not ranged. Just gather everybody up here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Everybody. Alright. Alright. Actually, these may be... Hey, a person! Nice. Nice! Our boy helped us. He's deleting them, too. Okay. We go back to our boy. Remove the corruption. And talk to Egnir.
I try and I try to make sense of this world, but how can I do that? Look at these turncoats and murderers. They persist evermore, flitting through the world of the living. And we are made to think they suffer some terrible curse. But when good men, a good man, perishes, no matter how valiant his deeds or how pure his love, he is simply dead, and there is nothing that can be done for it. Oh, if only Deraphine had broken an oath.
Wait, why did he leave? What? Why did he leave for that guy and not me? What the... What the fuck?
I try and I try to make sense of this world.
One life I want to live, my friend. Durfin had not even told Lord Duranir of us before. Okay.
Flitting through the world of the living. And we are made to think they suffer some terrible curse.
Okay, wow, a seemingly homosexual relationship here in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. That's really cool. Seemingly, I don't know if I'm reading between the lines there. That is. We'll go back to the Morlad here. Actually, did I get the Morlad milestone? I did not. You know what? The other thing is they haven't sprinkled the reclamation of Gondor like rep guy throughout the zones, or many of the zones, all of the zones. So I haven't really been seeing how I can use all these currencies I'm accumulating. I should be accumulating the renewal tokens or whatever. I don't know. We'll go back to Morlad just to make sure we clean everything up. And again, I think Tarling's Crown is going to be a separate episode altogether. Make sure. I think we're good. And it seems that we are. All right, guys. Well, been running nearly the entire time in Blackroot Vale. I appreciate everybody for checking out another Landscape Series episode here. We are pushing strong through the back half of King's Gondor, on our way westward towards Dol Amroth, and making the way safe for the movement of the king, and spreading his message that he's out and a man of the people. Once again, this is turned into a Blackroot Vale episode, kind of captured what was Tarling's Neck, which I think only technically had that wolf quest that we discovered earlier. And Tarling's Crown is going to be a separate episode between here and Belfalos and Dol Amroth. So, guys, as always, I appreciate it, and until next time, bye-bye.